Okay. Wow. Okay, guys. I think people are on. Oh my gosh. Really, the dudes are trying to start World War III in Israel, man. We don't. This is just. It's just so. It's so. They're so transparent. They're so obvious. The lizards are just so obvious, man. You pay off both sides. You foment hatred between people. You finance, but we know we're hip to you, man. We're on to you guys. You know, tastes like chicken. I mean, not that it's not kosher to eat reptiles. I would never do it. I keep kosher, but at any rate, it could be that I have some really. I think there's some pretty cool intel coming out, and I think there's a lot going on right now. I want to just say that it's quite possible that my mom is actually on the channel. I just talked to my mom and I showed her around my apartment. We did a FaceTime together, and I showed her all. I have all her pictures hanging on my wall. She's an artist, and I have all her paintings that I grew up with, and makes me feel really like at home. And I told her, Mom, I said, I talk about you all the time. I tell people you're 92 and you go walk for a mile every day. And she's like, wow. So, yeah. So I don't know if Mom's on now, but, I told her that people are always asking about her, but, she's not on the same political page as us, but you know what? I think we're beyond politics now. I mean, I said, we don't really talk about politics. I don't name names. I don't talk about, specific politicians or really anything like that anymore. But I do have some really cool intel, and that's why I wrote cool intel, because I know a lot of people really get upset with me when I don't do intel. I get a lot of slack. I got a lot of insults hurled in my direction. But Mom, if you're here, howdy. I could look at the camera and say, hi, Mom. I hope you're here. And if you're here, you could, I don't know if you can write on the chat, but there's a little chat thing. Maybe you can write. I don't know how it works. I mean, apparently it's not so easy because yeah. But anyway, she's an amazing person. I mean, my mom is unbelievable. Just so, supportive. I mean, I would not be, I would not be able to muster up the kind of positivity that I do without having come from my mom. She's just good to everyone. And, she's a real mom. Anyway, so hey, Mom, and hey, everybody else. Welcome to our 6th channel. This is my number 6 is a charm, right? We just keep getting better and more. It's like like we said this morning about hitting frogs in the Plague of the Frogs. The one big frog came out, and the Egyptians smacked the frog, and it turned into thousands of frogs, which went into their houses, into their stomachs, into their ovens. This is the Plague of the Frogs. The second plague, the frogs were everywhere. So, they put us down 5 times, and 6 times a charm, please God. And at any rate, I'm showing off for my mom, right? I want her to think, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, 7's a charm. Yeah, I have to lose this one too. I don't want to. I'd rather just keep the channel. I think she is on the chat, Shmuley, but I don't, I don't know if she knows how to post. I mean, we just figured out FaceTime tonight, and we had a really, really fun meeting, a really fun visit together. We do talk. We have been talking every day, but on regular telephone. Also, she got she got what I have, which is she got her hearing aid connected to her phone, which is awesome. For those of you who are a little, more on the in terms of years, not in terms of stamina, muscle structure, general sense of humor, anything like that. But yeah, maybe it's gonna start. Okay, so let me. I've been sort of skirting around now. Gila sent me this about the. There's some conflict going on in Israel, but this will end as soon as these people are, as soon as they're in Gitmo, with the rest of or on the Gitmo River with the rest of the alligators. General Goldstein, an army chaplain who I used to, we davened across from each other for many years. He told me when he went to serve there, he took a trip up the Gitmo River and he said there are a lot of alligators up there, and he says pretty wild. So maybe some of our friends are swimming up there. Anyway, okay, so let me get to this really groovy intel. I'm gonna get, what? I'm gonna do the most interesting part first, and I'm gonna go from Gila's channel because I pinned it. I sent it to Gila. Okay, so here's like, and there's more to this, but fresh intel and really good intel, not specific things about so-and-so's dog was, got out of the house and made a big mess down the block. This kind of news is just not, it does not really resonate with me so much. So February 26th, Sunday, a high-up contact said, right now, the new quantum financial system is operational and has successfully completed trial payment disperse. All funds were loaded into Paymaster accounts by Thursday, the 23rd of February, beginning that same Thursday to Friday, the 23rd, 24th of February. Contracts are being funded with the completion of the release of monies scheduled by Monday, the 27th, that's today. Monies would then begin moving on Monday and Tuesday. An event concerning the Supreme Court was expected to happen on the 1st of March. That's Wednesday. That's in 2 days. Which would then start a 3-day blackout, perhaps a black swan event. So that's pretty interesting news. I don't know if Gila's here, but that's the kind of thing that Gila really likes to hear. I don't know. Gila's probably busy, but anyway, okay. So, yeah, that was what I read. There were two, but there was another post that I sent to her. Let's see if I could find that. Sunday. No, that's two the same. I must have sent, I sent the same one 2 times. So let me find the sister, the analog to that post. It'll just take me a minute. And then I have some other stuff besides this. Now, this came from the other channel. It'll just take me a minute to find it. Let's see. Where did that? Here we go. Okay. Right. There's all kinds of stuff. There's so much info. It's all pouring out, man. This is the storm. We're in the storm. So the info it's flooding. The quantum phones, Elon's phones are coming out March 15th. Hundreds of pictures of the old world. This new civilization is not what it, and they're pictures of blimps, of dirigibles. Oh, there's a lot of intel. There's a lot of intel coming in. There's a lot of interesting things. The other well, okay, so wow, there's a lot. There's a lot here. Um, yeah, I think things are about to get really interesting. You know what, there's a piece of intel that I think I'm just going to pass on to the intel channels because it's a little hot to handle right here. So that I'm going to send that to you guys on Telegram. Okay, so that I just sent some. You may be getting it from other sources. I'm sorry that I missed that other post because there were two really good posts together. I probably was so excited I sent the one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to this other channel. This is also very fresh, real intel. I'm going to try to figure out a way to say something. Some of this stuff I won't be able to say it right out. It's evident now that I think we read this morning, this one, but the other one's new. You know what? I think this phone needs to be rebooted. No, maybe not. Okay, this is new. This I haven't read before. Okay, here's the big picture. That for 2 years and a half, I've been telling you that we are inside military operations, and white hats are running the continuity of government. Mom, you probably won't understand what I'm talking about, but that's okay. It's probably a good thing. Just remember, you can just see how handsome I am, and I got this beard and all this cool stuff, and I got all this fancy equipment, man. So you know, I'll explain it someday. But anyway, for 2.5 years and a half, I've been telling you, but you're inside military operations, and white hats are running continuity of government, meaning running a fake government as military operations run in compliance with the de-evolution plan. And by the way, okay, I'm going to get to something else in a minute. Patriots and the A team, you know what I'm talking about? The A team, the ANOs were first to point out that JB was not in the real house, and he wasn't picked up in white Air Force One and all that stuff. The fake, the media is slowly collapsing, and BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street are in free fall. Lots happening behind the scenes. There is no coincidence. Military is the only way. Now, this I'm going to read. I'm going to try to figure out a way to read this in a nice way. But this was the new post that I got. That Red Pill, who activated Woody? We're talking about Woody H from SLN. Yeah, he slammed the dudes, and he talked about how laughable the whole thing was. And all the magazines, like all the hip magazines that used to be hip. They used to be hip magazines. In my day, Rolling Stone was it was a cool magazine. It was for, they had the cool stuff. All these magazines were on fire against him. So Woody torched the thing, and about the drug situation, and the media went crazy attacking him. They called him a truther, and hours later, media outfits began running these stories. Originally, us, the white hats, Okay, so here's I mean, the breaking news is really that we are in the storm. I mean, I think that's so they're saying investigator details rampant money laundering, selection issues, and rackets with, and they named a governor from AZ. Yeah, they were making a racket in Arizona, making a racket. Hollywood versus Hollywood infights like coming. So things are taking off. It could be that there's going to be some kind of event. They're talking about how SCOTUS might come up with a ruling about I think it's about the Bronson case, but on possibly Wednesday, this would be a kind of I'm not sure. Now, oh, I know what I wanted to mention. I spent the most pleasant day today, and I just want to tell you why I spent. It was like it was my dream day. I got up before I spent a lot of time talking to my friend from Nepal, trying to get some things straightened out. Actually made a video this morning for that was a reaction to I can remember his name. Matt. Oh, I wrote it down. Anyway, I made a video this morning, and then I did 2 live broadcasts. And then, I took like a 5-minute nap. I ate some lunch. And then for some unknown reason, I said, I want to check out, see if I can find SG and on Rumble. And I couldn't find it, but I looked at my favorite channel on Rumble, which is Magic Eyes, MAJIC Magic Eyes. I literally spent, usually when I listen to Carl from New Zealand, who is an autist of the highest caliber, I think he's the best decoder in our community. I mean, without a doubt. He is, I mean, but he's not for everyone. He's not for like most people in our circle would not find him bearable. I mean, he's very granular. But usually I listen to him at like 1.5. Today I just said I'm going to listen to him. I started looking at it and I was saying, holy mackerel, man, he's dealing with new posts from 17, new post, and he's relating it to the Sandman, a series, a comic book series, and V for Vendetta. And he was reading from the comic book, and he's beyond brilliant reader. I mean, he's not like me. When I read, I stumble through the words. He really focuses on the language, and he was so into this. But anyway, I spent at least 2 hours. It was a 2-hour decode from Carl on Magic Eyes, MAJIC Eyes on Rumble. It was like 2 most enjoyable hours I've spent in a very long time. It was, like I can't watch movies anymore. I can't watch TV because I can't suspend disbelief. I'm just like, why are you wasting my time with this silly story? But his decodes are scintillating if you're really into it. I mean, you have to be a little bit, you have to be a little bit nutty. Like I'm on that, probably on that level to some degree, because I've spent a lot of time looking at these intel things. I don't do so much. I don't do any decoding myself. I let others do it. But I don't know. Have you guys seen? Has anyone seen Magic Eyes? His decodes. You guys see him? Anybody? I mean, he's amazing. I just, if you're like a real hardcore like 17 freak, I highly recommend it. You will really, it will float your boat, man. So I just was like, you know what, man, I'm, I'm having kind of a slow day. I mean, it wasn't slow in terms of production. I produced a lot of things today. I did a lot of like errands, really without leaving the house. I ordered, I ordered new towels for my bathroom. Little things. I got a lot of little things done, and big things too. But I was just like, I'm not leaving the apartment, man. I'm just slumming it today, man. And I spent 2 hours like on my bed. I got one of those special pillows where you can lay up against the wall on your bed, looking out at the ocean and watching Carl from New Zealand just blow just blow it away, man. Just with decodes and reading the story from the Sandman and putting together the most amazing gematria with. By the way, those of you who are not Jewish, the correct pronunciation of, I mean, so it's pronounced in all different ways. Like they call it gematria, or it's gematria, I believe. I mean, I'm not pulling rank or anything. Yeah, Eugene. So okay, so I'm not the only one. Yeah, to read the Law of War manual. It's really, it is Magic Eyes. Yeah, go New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, I really had a great day, man. I really slummed it. I ate some, I made a big bowl of rice and I had some leftover, some Shabbos. And I just said, you know what? I didn't do my exercises today. I didn't do a lot of things that I usually do, sort of like, you know, body care. I just was like, man, I'm staying in. Nobody has to see me today. And I had such a good time watching Carl reading from the Sandman, just getting so into it. It's just like, amazing. I mean, talking about that they had captured the dream. Literally, they'd done like some kind of satanic practice, and they had actually captured the essence of dreaming, and people weren't able to sleep, or people just, it was, and I guess it's a metaphor for that. We, since like 1913, we have been asleep. We have been captured. We've been imprisoned. And V for Vendetta, he was also reading, was telling the main character, I put you were in prison, and the main character was saying, before you took me out of my life. This isn't V for Vendetta. She's saying, I was so happy. I had a romance. He says, you were in jail. Well, no, I was having so much fun with, he's like, no, that you were in jail. And I put you in real jail so you would recognize that you were, it's just like very deep. It's very deep and very kind of poetic, like dark poetry that's not really, it's not really a rational, it's not really like intellectual things that you can figure out. It's kind of beyond the rational. It's into a kind of a subconscious, dreamlike quality to the narrative of Sandman and V for Vendetta. With, you have to see it yourself. But if you have a little bit of time and a little, you're feeling patient, check out Carl on Magic Eyes, man. He's just, I mean, when you see it, I mean, it's just, you can't find Magic Eyes. I know people have problems with that. It's Magic, isn't it? Yeah, it's Magic. Try again. I mean, I'll do you want me to get you the post right now? Do you want me to just stop and get the post? Anyway, if Janice, if you have further problems, send me an email and I'll send you a link. And if a lot of people have problems, I'll put it in the show. Magic Eyes, yeah. Thank you, Hadassah. Yeah. Let me put this up. Magic Eyes on Rumble. MAJIC. I might have spelled it wrong. It's MAJ. Oh, because you're spelling it wrong. That's why, Janice. It's MAJ. See the spelling? MAJ. Incredible, brilliant, beyond brilliant. And excuse this thing. He also, and this was really remarkable. He brought in a cartoon of a battle of, I think it was Hannibal against the Romans. Showed a classic like battle. I had a friend, one of my best friends when I was growing up. His father went to West Point, and he had a big sandbox in his basement, and he would enact these battle scenes from the Civil War. So I understand this kind of this kind of, I don't know what you would call it, diagram. It's like a model. It's like a model. But he was explaining how, I think it was Hannibal against the Romans, how Hannibal was greatly outnumbered and greatly overpowered by the Romans. But he did this strategy where he basically like kind of was weak, kind of like it was all about you'll have to see it. I mean, I can't translate it, but if you do nothing else, if you go to the most recent Magic Eyes video, skip forward to close to the end where he describes the battle scene, because he likens it to the formation that Mr. T had in the White House with all the generals and their wives around him when the reporter said, Mr. P, Mr. T, what storm, right? And he explained that he was the keystone in this circle. I mean, and he likens it to this battle. I mean, it opened up pathways in my mind that have been dormant for probably several lifetimes. It was just like, what? Layers and layers of incredible, eye-opening, awakening things from Carl from New Zealand. Okay, let me get back, because I put out on the things that I was doing. Okay. I'm also, you should know, I just got a text from Jason Shirka. I'm going to be putting videos, I think, at this point, on Jason Shirka's channel and on Spiritual Raw, the Gnostic channel. I'm going to be, and hopefully, because I've been sending in my videos lately. If you're looking for my daily videos, my peeps in Nepal are like, we're not putting this out on YouTube, man. You already lost 5 channels, So this violates all their, so they're protecting me. But I've made all these videos and I want people to see them. I want people to see them. So I'm just writing Jason back. Let me send some nice. Okay, I'm sending Jason back some nice. What do you call those little doodly? The little. The emojis. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, if you have a half hour to kill, fast forward to the part. Well, I mean, it's all great, because he goes through the comic books, he goes through the Sandman story and V for Vendetta, but the battle scene, the thing where he explains the battle between Hannibal and the Roman army is just genius. It's absolute genius. And then to compare it to the way that Mr. T was standing with his generals was just who won't need food anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna put that up. That's a good thing to know. I mean, but don't try this trick at home, man. Guys, keep eating, all right? Because I mocked to what? Because I mocked. No. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, I don't. I would never mock Jesus. I have great respect for him. He's a holy Jewish guy, man. I don't knock Jesus. God forbid. That's really a funny thing to say. But anyway, let's just keep moving on. I got at least two friends in here. Okay, cool. Yeah, you also believe it. Okay, um, that's fine. I'm glad you think that. It could be, but I wasn't. I would never mock Jesus. I was not mocking Jesus. Jesus was a Jew. Why would I mock? Why would I mock him? It's not something I would even think about doing. So let's go back to another post. Okay, so let's go to a little more intel here. That there's still a lot of cool stuff that I found today. I mean, the Rebbe even said, you know, who, the Rebbe said, he's a nice Jewish boy. The Rebbe said this. We want to help him. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back to tyranny. Okay, let's see. But things are okay. Mr. Poole, Vietnam Bridge. I can't find Sonia can't find it. Because she probably doesn't know my channel. Ellie Weber channel. I'm sorry, guys, to hold your time for this. Why do they keep doing this? Chat. Ah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's get back to where I can find some really cool stuff. Okay, so okay, here we go. Here, this is a post that just came out. Okay, I can't, Tanya. I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. Be ready. MSM coming big way. Okay, we see all, we hear all. Fight, fight, fight. Conspiracy push coming. MSM lost control. D lost slave grip. D lost center voters. The LIBS are in the minority. MSM projects as big movement. Fake news. 4 to 6% lost forever. Hello, George. That's from 17. VK, this comes from VK, Vincent Kennedy, and he says they can't handle it. So this is not about religions or party affiliation, okay? This is not about religion. My channel is not about religion. It's not about religion. It's about Torah. I know some Torah, but I don't push religions on anyone. I mean, it's an individual thing. But there is some information. Like we have a Jewish calendar. We have Purim coming up, and none of the White Hat channels seem to notice that. But evil is everywhere. There are no drawn lines, no boundaries. It's good versus evil. Sonia found it. Okay, good. And here's a picture of a very young John Lennon saying they can't handle it. I don't know. Let me just. missed that. Okay. I didn't get it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna share that on the Intel channels, but it was John Lennon saying they're not gonna win because they can't beat love. And he says that's what religions talk about. And he said they're not gonna win. The Beatles knew about these guys. Sorry, I'm having problems with this. Okay, so that was John Lennon. Now Mr. T, thing like, okay, let me just look at these drops. These are drops. I don't know if I can see it. It's so small. All out assault on POTUS. We have never experienced anything like this in our history. I'm not going to read this. This is their last stand. Fear of prosecution, fear of public learning the truth, fear of losing power. We are at war. Okay. And this comes from a Truth Social post where Mr. T said, congratulations to my friend Charles Howell III on his incredible 16 under par. 16 under par. Wow. LIV golf. That's pretty amazing, man. Okay. Internal civil war, all out assault on the duly elected president. We've never experienced anything like this. And John Lennon. That is so. Let me share that right now. The John Lennon post. You got to see it because he's so radiant. I haven't seen John Lennon in many years. I mean, I haven't looked at any pictures of him, but he's just radiant as can be. Oh, Gila like that. Okay, I'm gonna send that to Gila too. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. Evil cannot handle it. They can't handle love. Okay. Wow, in Saigon, they have a bridge, a walking bridge that a walking bridge that a walking bridge that's held up by like a big hand. It's really really amazing looking. I'll share that on the Intel channels too. It's nice that we have all these things that how we can share. Okay, so I'm sending that, and then I'm still getting used to using the phone to read this. I liked it better the other way, but more things coming out. Discover the untold story about the war in the country, right? In this eye-open documentary. Okay, so if most people on this channel understand, I believe have a good grasp of what the war is really about. Wow, the intel is just coming out so fast. John Lennon, he's so beautiful. He must be so young in this picture. Such a beautiful man. Okay, Judy, note the third and fourth major steps in taking down the dudes were about to take place with the reset and taking control of the internet, social media, and MSM through the new Starlink satellite system. Meanwhile, the dudes continued to cause havoc throughout the world as the white hats took down their financial system. National Quantum Coordination Office home of the National Quantum Initiative and ongoing activities to explore and promote quantum information science. Quantum information science, man, that's us. You are what you think. Welcome to the home of the National Quantum Initiative and its ongoing activities to explore and promote quantum information science. The National Quantum Initiative Act provides for the continued leadership in the U.S. and in quantum information science and its technological applications. It calls for a coordinated federal program to accelerate quantum research and development for the economic and national security of the U.S. Amazing. Social media amplifies everything. If you're mildly, if they like to call it extremes. There's another thing of the same tape of John Lennon, so beautiful. Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, spectacular display over Alaska. India's Modi, the Prime Minister of India, first G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting where he introduced a new digital payment platform. It's called Unified Payments Interface. Just in, SEC subpoenas Robinhood over cryptocurrency listings. Rand Paul seeks to declassify documents about the medical situation. The pineal gland. There's a thing about the pineal gland. Let me share this on our Intel channels. Okay, so it says the pineal gland, a pine cone-shaped organ, is between your temples. I guess that's up here, really? Heavily targeted and poisoned organ. Is that poisoned or positioned? It says poisoned, but mainly due to the spiritual influence it has on human awareness. A closed or calcified pineal gland means that the mind can easily be deceived as it struggles to look beyond what is presented in front of it. An open pineal gland acts as a truth detector, able to pick up on subtle anomalies and inconsistencies, lies, or subliminal messages that may be used as veils. Cool. I don't know what this is a diagram of. I'm not going to read that one. South Africa has collapsed. The U.S. Embassy is now informing international travelers to stock up prepper style on food and water. That's from today. Some things I'm not reading because he knew what was Gila's feeding me info. I feel like Gila's on the channel with me, but she just fed me something. But she said he knew. I don't know. Does anybody know what she was talking about? He knew? Who is she talking about? I mean, Fetterman's, we don't know if he's, with us. Speaking of, yeah. She said he knew. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Gila. You're too much. Gila sent me a thing about John Lennon saying he knew. He knew about the dudes. all the actors and all the successful people know about the dudes. Are you guys taking care of these trolls, guys? I mean, really? Do I need this? I'm not even going to respond. It's beneath me. But you trolls, you're like you could come up with some new material. It's like, I mean, maybe they're like they're AI and they don't have real imagination, so they can't do it. That's the best they can do. I'm like, come on, man. I've already fallen for that one. Um, yeah, okay. So there's a lot of things that I really don't want to read. Behind the scenes, Robert Kennedy Jr. is gathering a network of people um, to start some lawsuits about the medical thing. So you had all these universities getting hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars from the three-letter agencies to help with MK. They did a lot of experiments in universities, even with psychedelics. People would act against their own judgment and harm another person to extreme lengths simply because they were told to do so. Huh. For everyone born of Hashem overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. France no longer recommends this thing for people. That just came from our friend Sonia. This is really cool. I'm getting intel from people who are sending me intel. I mean, this thing is exploding. They're saying that the information this is the flood. I mean, they are talking about all these things that we weren't allowed to talk about a few months ago, a few weeks ago, a few days ago. I mean, I had my channel removed. The fifth channel removed. They're trying to investigate the sabotage of the pipeline that's coming up. I mean, okay, I think that really covers a lot of the big news. I'm just gonna like read. We can just like talk to each other for a while. I just wanted to get some of that stuff out. Major geometric storm. Let's see, that makes people off balance. I'm feeling very in my power today. And Gila is also. She said she felt very good today. The solar flares that are coming out. Yeah, could be there's a lot of energy. This is interesting. Let's see. Let me get to the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind you guys. You felt good too. Okay, so Don Giovanetti also felt good. Staying out of the solar system. Gila, you have to be invited. Why? Oh, when we'll have Gila back? As soon as she has an open invitation, man. Gila, you're always, anytime you want to come back, you just tell me. She knows. I think she knows that. I don't know why she hasn't come back. Gila, we're always hoping you'll come on. So maybe tomorrow you'll come tomorrow. There are no solar flares, as I learned in science. I don't know. She's busy. Yeah, she's busy. She's a grandma. Exactly right. That's nice. See, we wouldn't see a post like this a couple of weeks ago or months ago, that she has a group of people to talk to. Yeah. We I think Gila knows it. I mean, Gila, you don't think that I want you here all the time? I mean, a Zoom invite now. Right now, Gila, I could send you an invite right now, Gila. I'll send it to you. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think it's pretty easy to do on this thing. No, that's the wrong one. There's a way to invite. I'll invite her right now. Let's see. Oh man, where did she go? Let's see if this is okay. Okay, I sent. I sent Gila an invitation, so if she wants to come on, she could. Gila, everybody wants to see you, Gila. Everybody wants to see you more often. But she's got a beautiful grandson, and they're having fun together. I mean, Gila says try Thursday. She's too tired. Okay, yeah, I understand. Thanks, guys. Okay, so you see this. Let me just post this. Gila's saying that she feels loved and wanted, but she's tired. She works a full-time job, man. She's running like a huge business. Family in for a big shock. Yeah, Gila, please. Gila, no, we won't take no for an answer. Poor Gila. Yeah, she's probably going to go for a nice trip up the river and see her cousins up there. Did I gradually work up to that? Babies keep you busy. Yeah. Yeah. We all love you, Gila. According to our friend Cliff High, have you felt it? Are your spidey senses tingling yet? According to our friend Cliff High, have you felt it? Are your spidey senses tingling yet? Look around you now. Are your coworkers nervous, anxious? Are they talking about 5GUW yet? The reason is the flip in the peak of the big ugly. Huh. So I think, yeah, we're at the peak of the big the flip. We're at the flip stage, guys. Somebody's calling me now. Oh, it's Gila. Gila came. Okay.
Hi, Guru.
Hi. Thank you so much for coming. I know you're tired.
Who could see me?
Everybody.
Hi, guys.
And
I'll sit up.
we're on like 8 channels now. So it's not just YouTube. We're on Rumble and Telegram and all over. And Facebook.
This is so much fun, Guru. Thanks for sending me that invite.
Sure. What do you think? You want to tell us something? Give us some insights on what you think is going on?
I think Brunson is coming back. I can't see comments though, Guru. You see the comments still?
Yeah, I can see the comments. You can't see them? You should be able to see them.
Oh yeah.
And you could tell me if you want to pin any of them. I'll pin them. You see it? It's a different platform. I'm
yeah, it looks different.
It's much nicer.
Yeah. Hi everybody. So what did you ask me? Yeah, I think Brunson is coming back. I think I don't know what to think anymore, Guru. You tell me what you think.
I think things are about to happen. I mean, they're talking about Wednesday. You know, I'm not a date person, but I mean, I was watching Magic Eyes all day. I spent my time watching Magic Eyes, and you know, V for Vendetta says, remember the 5th of November. So it seems to me, from that point of view, we're looking at next year's, 2024, the 5th.
No,
I knew
what
you'd
are you
say
saying?
that. I'm sorry, but okay, but
I'm
that's
talking this week.
I'm
You
listen.
dare say November, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Okay, so but it could happen Wednesday. That's with the intel that I read.
Either
It could
Wednesday
happen
or
Wednesday,
November.
or it could happen the 17th of March, or it could happen
It's
April.
snowing, Guru. Did you look out your window? It's snowing now.
Wow,
Someone just said it's snowing in Connecticut also.
nice.
Who said that? Can you see the snow?
Yeah, kinda. I see something's going on out there. I have all these lights around me. I'm in this like studio. My
You got fancy.
yeah, I got fancy.
Guru, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Gil. I haven't seen you in a long time since you
It's
became
been a minute.
grandma. Yeah, this is grandma.
Grandma.
Savta
Safta.
Gila.
Oh, Tanya's getting her grandbabies. So exciting. I get it now. Like I just can't spend enough time with this baby.
Yeah, yeah. We're not jealous. We understand.
Thanks, Guru.
We're a little jealous, maybe.
You can't compete with a 6-pound little baby. Nobody can.
No, nobody can. Nobody could. Heavy snow in upstate. See how cool. Look at this. Is so cool. I mean, I can post. We're supposed to be in God's in the physical world, but evil frequency. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Adam was totally connected, and then the snake got into the garden. So funny, something's not going on out there. Oh no, something's going on out there. You mean outside my window? There's spaceships accumulating. They're ready to take me away.
That'd be so fun to watch, like a real
Watch,
abduction.
right?
It'd be like an abduction. We'd be like, no, don't take Guru.
I think they'd be the first one. It was like, we're taking you back home.
You've probably been taken already. You just don't remember.
Probably, yeah. I do have like kind of some weird memories, but
Do you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You never told us, Guru. Tell us what you remember.
No, I just remember having like weird fears when I was young, like kind of just weird fears of things.
I was afraid of being kidnapped. Were you afraid of being kidnapped?
I was afraid of like dark spaces of creatures in dark places.
Hmm. When you think about it, the whole crime of kidnapping doesn't make any sense. Now it makes sense. Why would someone steal a kid?
Right, right. Yeah, now it makes sense. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is that the Tati in the background?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's Dave.
Hey.
Dave's holding the baby.
Nice, nice.
Hi, Dave.
You
Dave
could
made us dinner tonight. He barbecued for us.
Nice. What did you barbecue?
Steaks, chicken,
Wow, nice.
wings.
Wings, nice.
And now he's on night duty so my daughter could sleep. He's a good dad.
Yeah.
Guru!
Gila.
Me and Guru, we haven't spoken in weeks. Yeah, we're on live now, Dave. You're like in front. Yeah, how many people are watching, Guru?
831 on this channel, and that doesn't include
You're
all the
famous,
other
Dave.
channels. And my mom, my mom is potentially. I don't know if my mom said that she didn't really want it. She doesn't like the politics. I don't think we really talked about anything political today, but she was going to check out my channel. She might very well be on right now.
Hey, Mama. What do you call her, Guru?
Mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mama Weber.
I
Mama
don't know if she's
Weber.
there. I don't know if she would know how to write, how to type in or anything. I don't know. Is it hard to do that? I don't know.
Well, takes a little bit of skill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snowing again. So is beautifully intuitive. Yes, Gila is beautifully intuitive.
Who's
You like that?
beautifully intuitive?
You.
Who said that?
That's from George Murphy.
Thank you, George.
Cynthia says, I love my grandkid. Kid or kids? Kids. I got to plug in so I don't get.
Baby's crying.
So cute. Even when he cries, he's cute, right?
Yeah. I love that baby.
It's so
Good.
nice to see you. It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in weeks.
I know. It's been hectic.
Yeah, listen, I respect you, man. I gotta back off. I know I don't hold a candle to Avery.
It's true. He's my new love.
I got to put the pressure on Mendel.
I know. Just wait, you'll see.
Yeah.
Is he dating anybody now?
No, he's not ready.
No?
No. But he's getting closer. He says he's feeling like he's getting closer.
He's young. How is he even 20?
He's 21.
Oh, okay.
So, 22, 23. He wants to wait,
Well, he's got a job now, right? He's
He has a
making some
job,
money.
but he's
Yeah.
not sure that it's the job he wants for long term. So,
Guru, how much longer?
Wednesday. You said Wednesday.
Damn it! If it's not Wednesday.
Yeah, well, you have a 3D life. I'm not a good one to ask because
But you
I'm
know what?
totally.
It's true, Guru. You know what? I'm beginning to think that it might never happen, and that's the worst feeling. Like we're being led on. You know?
I
You have that feeling?
I don't. I don't think so. I don't.
Okay, good.
I occasionally I get that, but very occasionally, and there's so much proof right now. There's just so much going on. I mean,
It's true.
like everything. It's everything that they told us exactly. That's the beauty of 17. They told us exactly what was going to happen when, not when, but they told us, and they're giving us signs.
It's true. That's why I follow QSI, and that's why I'm so into the financial piece, because that's like the real proof. Like the money is where the proof is at.
Absolutely.
That's what the first thing I check in the morning on my Telegram is I check QSI. Like, what's the latest in the financial world? Because I know we ride on the money. The whole plan rides on the money. Guru.
Yeah, think about it. They're doing this huge flip. The whole economy is going to be sucked out of. It's going to be like completely the whole. I was listening. Where was I? I was listening to.
I'm gonna try to set you up.
This guy was saying yesterday that all these big corporations are going to be penny stocks. Penny stocks. All the big gasoline, all the car, everything, penny stocks.
Yeah.
It like this, like that, in an instant.
Well, the crazy thing to think about is that their whole power was in money and bribing. Think of the power money itself holds.
You don't say, just remember we're on YouTube.
Oh. So how's the weather, Guru? Is it still snowing?
No, you can still say it, but just say it in a language that, the AI, the little raisinets won't get so excited.
I'm so proud of you, Guru. You're so strong. You take a beating and you just keep getting back up.
It makes me stronger. I'm like a frog, like the frogs in Egypt, right? You heard that, right? That they whacked the frog and it turned into thousands of other frogs.
There's going to be 1,000 Guru channels. They cannot keep you down.
No, we're spreading out. I'm working with my friend Benet, and he's got me. We're making all these plans. He's going to have me podcasting, and I sent out this. I wish I had my pad with me, but I made a video specifically to. He gave me topics of what to do videos about. So I made a video specifically to like a financial guy. I think it's Mana something. An Italian name. I can't remember his name, but anyway, in other words, so the way I thought of it was like this, so I watched a video with this guy. What a beautiful soul. He's telling people, it's all about love. I mean, this is a financial advisor. He's saying it's all about love, but he doesn't know the 17 picture. He's clueless. And therefore, and I just said, I love what you're doing. Your kavana, your intentions, your is so beautiful. But there's a little more information that could be added to this thing. I mean, because these people, they're so beautiful and they're investing, and he's telling them, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay." But he doesn't really know the whole picture. I mean. But what he does know, he's totally on. And he what he did? He pulls out a little, he says, really, at the end of the day, he said something, he said it in I really enjoyed his thing, but he pulled out like a silver dollar. He pulled out a silver eagle. He said, if you really want to know what's really safe.
It's true. I want to give my daughter's surgeons like some silver as I'm so grateful to them. I'm like, what could I get them? I just I don't think I'm a wacko if I do that.
Yeah, they won't. They may not get it. They might get it though. They might.
I think it'll be appreciated either way, and eventually it'll be really appreciated.
Always been afraid of being left. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of collective PTSD.
Maybe it's from for sure past life things. I have Holocaust memories, and then plus we probably were abducted a few times when we were kids. I mean, how else would we get here?
I have a good friend who, when she was a little girl, she remembers seeing a spaceship outside her window, and then she went outside in her nightgown. My good friend. And she says she has like a hole in her memory after that. She doesn't remember what happened. And she was back in her bed. But she remembers like a one being inside. And she said she only felt love. But she has no idea what was done to her. There's so much we don't know. There's so much we're just beginning to know, Guru.
Yeah, yeah.
If I think about what I didn't know a year ago and what I know now, it's like my consciousness is like, whoa, so much bigger.
I just remember last year, like maybe like a year and a half ago, there was a truther in my community in Chabad, and there was also somebody on the channel, and I mentioned something about our galactic cousins, and it was just like that just ended the conversation. They were just like, "That's it, Ellie. It was
a conversation ender." I know.
But now everyone talks about it like everybody's accepted it. It's not outlandish at all in just a few months.
I wrote an article for my local paper, Guru, and a couple months ago, and he wouldn't put it in because I made reference to our galactic friends, and he was like, I can't put this in the paper. I think it'll probably be different now. You know what? Because of the fake one that just happened, like now all of a sudden,
It's a
so
new world.
maddening. It's so maddening. We try to tell people these things till they hear it on the news.
They won't believe us until they hear it on NBC.
It's annoying.
Wednesday, Gila Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday. We just don't know which Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a drink, Guru. I'll be right back.
Okay. You want me to sing? I'll sing. I'll sing. I've been trying to sing, and can you show us the baby? That's a good one, Tanya. Well, I bet he will. We'll have Gila.
Yeah, I'm here.
We have a request to see the baby.
I can't right now. He just fell back asleep.
He fell asleep. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
fine.
next time.
Next
We'll do it
time.
next time. He's so cute, you guys. Guru, are you allowed to sing our song, or it's too copyright?
Yeah, I can say. Yeah, my own song. You mean? Or
no, our song. You know.
Oh, you want me? I haven't gotten a copyright violation for that, so I'm
No,
willing to
forget.
hear.
I don't want you to take any chance, though. If it's any chance, don't take it.
A copyright violation isn't going to get my channel taken down.
Okay.
It's pretty much topical because it's about extreme changes, and it was also a deep state event. I hope I remember the chords.
Thank you, Raven.
What?
It'll come right back to you, Guru.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful song. Okay, let's try it. Now I have, I'm fancier now because I have all this gear here. I have all this setup. I can actually plug my guitar in.
No, and I like the color that's on you. It's like a bluish light. I like how that looks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better than red. I had the other day until I raised satanic. I had a red lights all over me.
But Guru, I like when I could see the ocean behind you clear. I don't like when it's all fuzzed out, Guru.
Yeah, I know. I think when I get to an actual channel when YouTube decides to pay me again, I'll be able to buy a camera that's a little more sophisticated that can handle it.
Oh, okay, fine.
I mean, I got a nice camera, but it's not, it's not super nice. It's really, it's good for what I'm doing, but
thank you, John. You know what John just said? John said being a dentist is not easy.
No, it's brutal.
I come home so tired.
That's hard work. You can't drift off while you're working.
I do.
You have to but you can't. You have to be totally conscious. I mean.
Yeah, it's true. I have to pay attention all day.
Yeah, that's hard. Let me just make sure I'm in tune.
Thank you, Hadassah, Ariel.
All right, we'll try it. It's been a long time. I hope I can remember. Virgil Kane is the name, and I served on the Danville train till Stoneman's cavalry came and they tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. By May the 10th, Richmond had fell. It's a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down. The bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie down. The people were singing, they went na 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 na. Back with my wife in Tennessee, one day she called to me, Virgil, quick come see, there goes a Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest, but they never should have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie down. And the people were singing, they went na 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 yeah. Like my father before me, I will work the land. And like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, the bells were ringing the night they drove old Dixie down. And the people were singing, they went na 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 na. And that story is like, that's the story of what's going on now. We didn't know. There was no reason to have that war. There was no reason for it. It was a money-making scheme.
Any war.
Ever. Never. There was never a reason to ever have any war, any fight, nothing. It was all fake news.
It's so painful to think about, because all those people that gave their lives on the battlefield and lost limbs, and
it's horrific.
There's so much to be undone.
But on the other hand, I mean, it's really it's going to be a liberation. It's going to be like, it's just going to be so amazing. Let's hope it happens Wednesday. I mean, I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but let's hope it happens Wednesday. But it's the liberation that we're going to experience is going to be, it's way beyond anything we can even imagine.
Oh, Guru, can I read you? What time is it? Is it very late?
No, we're about time. It's good time.
I was reading something so good in my book this Shabbos. I want to read it to you real quick. This is called Angels. It's the only rabbi I ever heard talk about angels as extraterrestrials, right? So what does he say? Hold on. Hold on, Guru.
No rush. Take your time.
It is prophesied that Mashiach comes with an army of angels from out of the sky. I highlighted this, okay? In other words, they literally come from out of this world. And this signifies that not only will Mashiach's intervention be global, but its influence and effect will reach far beyond our planet and possibly beyond our known universe. After all, where did this angelic army really come from? The term heaven is mythical. It obviously refers to a real place. Mashiach marches in Zechariah, it states that Mashiach marches on earth backed by an army of angels. Sorry, I keep dropping my phone. That Mashiach is coming with a legion of angels. This angels and extraterrestrials are interchangeable. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, but it makes sense. I mean, from what in Hasidus they talk about angels, is that my sound?
Me?
Or, no, I thought somebody was. Maybe it's the guitar. I'll take the guitar out. Yeah, it makes sense that in Hasidus they talk about. Yeah, it could be. Is it coming from you? Yeah.
Me?
There's like a little popping noise. I don't know, whatever. Okay, but in Hasidus, they say that angels have bodies, but they're not bodies like ours. In other words, they resonate on another frequency, which is you could be sitting right next to an angel right now. There are probably angels all around you, but you can't see them because they do have physical presence, but it's not like ours. But they don't have free will. Most of them. I think some of the upper angels might, but there are many different kinds of angels.
Emotions like jealousy. And that's what I remember learning as a kid, that when we got the Torah on earth, they were jealous. And they tried to tell God, what are you giving them the Torah for? Why don't you give it to us? Do you remember learning that, Guru?
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. And the Torah is source code for all of the galaxies. It's source code. We understand what source code is because we have computers now, Guru. That's source code. It's not literal. It's not the written word. It's not. There's 4 levels of understanding of the Torah. There's Shat, Drash, Sod, and Remez. There's the surface level, deeper level, the allegorical level, and the mystical level, right? And they all make sense together. And all I ever learned was the surface level. That's why I hated it, because it was so scary at the surface level. But there's much.
If you take the stories with a little bit of, if you give yourself license to really experience the stories in context of what you know about reality, they're not as scary.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you look at the story, let's say the story of Abraham, or any of those stories. Well, I'm looking at the Tower the Tower of Babel. I mean, if you think of it as like, they defied God's word and they were scattered to the four ends of the world, But if you look at it from like, well, what are they trying to tell us in this thing? How can I relate to it from where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Yeah. Not as a frightening tale, but as something metaphysical, as something not so literal. Guru. They're coming from the sky, Guru. This is Mashiach is coming from the sky. And he says it's Moshe Rabbeinu in the book. He says it's the root soul of Moshe Rabbeinu. And I love Moshe Rabbeinu. He's my favorite. This is Moses from the Bible. Always loved Moses. He's my favorite one.
What do you love about him?
I feel like I know him. That's the only way I could say it.
because he's failable, right? He's not and that's what I love about Torah, is that the characters have flaws.
All of them. But Moshe Rabbeinu, I know him. You don't feel like that with for like any specific character. I feel like him, I know. I don't know how else to say that. Like, I feel like me and him on the other side are friends.
Like the kind of leader that would go back in his tent and go, like, yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm doing the best I can. They just don't want to. They don't want to listen.
He's very relatable. They're annoying in the desert. They're complaining all the time. Like every second. I'm like, oh no. We read the Torah every year. I cringe every time. I'm like, they're gonna complain again after all that. So annoying. Thank you, White Rabbit. Are these the real-time comments, Guru, on this?
Yes.
Cool. Yes, I'm aware. I think root canals are fine. That's what I think about. Because what are you going to do? Start pulling all the teeth? Like, if you don't do root canal, the only other option is to extract teeth. But fluoride I haven't done ever. I've never done fluoride in my office. But root canals you got to do. Until they give a better option. Guru, did you ever have a root canal, Guru?
Yeah, I think I have 2.
Yeah.
Did you miss the intel? Yeah, you missed the intel. I did do intel. Can anyone witness for me that I actually did intel?
Sorry, I interrupted here.
No, I was already done with the intel.
The night they drove. I'm gonna be singing that all night.
You sing so beautifully.
Thanks, Guru. Not as good as you.
Can you click on the? Can you click on the?
On what?
On the comments?
No.
No,
I
only
can.
me. I did. Tanya's witnessing. Okay, thanks, Tanya, honey. Cell phone and vocals are unique. Yeah. All right. I think here we go. Ruth wants to know the name of the book, Gila.
Oh. Did you see it? Angels, Aliens, Angels and Demons by Rabbi Ariel Bard Sadok.
It's coming out backwards on that one.
Right. I'll just tell it to you verbally.
I want to see if mine is coming out. Does mine come out backwards? No, mine comes out front because I changed it. But I had to do something weird to my computer to get it to come out the right way.
Oh, look at the snow. I'm going to turn the camera to look outside my window. Can you see that, Guru?
I see something's happening. Yeah, I mean, I see something's going on out there.
It's coming down. Huh?
Wow.
It's really coming down here in New York.
Yeah. This is like the first time I've been in a high rise on a snowstorm. Usually I'm like, oh no, I got a shovel. I'm like,
that's so nice. You don't have to worry about it.
So everyone got the name of the book. I mean, do you want me to write it down in the chat? In the comments?
I'll put it on my Telegram channel also.
Okay.
I'll share it. I'll share it with you, Guru, so you could share it on yours.
Okay.
Thanks, Gabriel. This is fun. Thanks for having me on so spontaneously, Guru.
Well, this new platform makes it very easy, right? Wasn't it easy?
Yeah, I just jumped right on, and we were never able to do this before.
No, it's a great platform. It's called Restream.
And you're streaming on Facebook and
Facebook, Rumble, Telegram, maybe Instagram. I mean, I'm yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Does it give you the total number of people listening on all those?
It does at the end. It sends me an email. It's usually about 1,600, I think. But the thing is like this. If
That's
God forbid, I got kicked off, I lost my 6th channel, I can just take Restream and go right onto Rumble and all the other channels. And it's like, that's huge. That's a huge
yeah.
insurance policy for me because I was captured by the YouTube live thing because there was no other way. Because in the old days, getting on Rumble with OBS, that was the other streaming platform. It was just impossible. You had to be like a master technician to get to do it, and you couldn't get the comments, and it was just. It's like what we were doing like what we do on the live things, how we have to look on our phone to get the comments on with that. You don't have that on this channel.
Well, this is very cool. I do like the color orange, Tanya. My dental chairs are orange also. I don't know why. What's your favorite color, Guru? You never told me.
I'm a blue
Blue?
and purple. Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah, when I was a little boy, purple. I mean, purple still has the potential to drive me nuts, but really blue, it just makes me. Oh,
You
I mean,
like blue?
I could swoon over a blue.
I get that. I get that, Guru.
There's a water lily at the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens that comes out like once a year, and it has a certain blue that just makes. I mean, I almost pass out looking at it. It just has this color. I'm just like, whoa. I guess we should probably call it a night because my camera could get overheats at some point, and then everyone will think that we're being taken down by. We got taken down, Gila. My channel was taken down like right in the middle of a live show. They just took down 50,000 people in the middle of everything. It was just like
I didn't know that's how it happened. I didn't know.
I was talking about our friend Whip.
That makes me so confused. That makes me so confused.
Well, they're talking about how the White Hats have a new algorithm. They have a new, I don't know what the word is for it, but they have their own AI. It's an AI program that's battling the bad AI.
That's crazy. Right. This is really Gog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Gog for sure.
Wow, that's crazy. It's everything Ishmael talks about. And also, you know what I heard? I forget who said this, that the final battle will only last 12 minutes.
I've heard that too also.
Have you? I heard
Yeah.
that today for the first time. And for the first time, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, who would think that a world war would last 12 minutes? But now we get it. It's like it could just be, who knows what.
It could be AI. It could be an
Yeah.
AI battle. It could be switching from Gog to Starlink.
You're still right.
Because in the old days, everyone was frightened of nuclear. You say in 12 minutes, yeah, they could blow up, but that's not going to happen.
No. No, the Galactics will not allow us to self-destruct. Thank God. Thank God for them.
Thank God for you, Gila. I'm so happy you came. This is such a treat. I haven't seen you in weeks.
Life got really hectic for a while.
Oh, yeah. That's rough. I mean.
Thank God we came through, man. We came through.
Thank God.
It's so good to be back with everybody. Mr. Guru.
All right, so we'll call it a night, and we'll do it again soon. And Thank you, Gila. Thank you for coming on. I know you're tired, and you really brightened up our whole evening. And I think there's a lot to look forward to. I think it's. I wish. What was this said? Ellie. I wish I knew more. I feel like so much is over my head. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, just keep coming. It'll become. See, the thing is with me is like I want to put out videos that explain what's going on, but I can't do it because they take me down. But I have been doing it, and I have videos, and the way Binay, my friend from Nepal, has it, he's going to get me to start a platform where we'll have like files of about extraterrestrials, about the dudes, about the 13, mishpachim. Is it mishpachas or mishpachim? Mishpachot. The 13, whatever. Okay, I'm not. They're very sensitive about that. YouTube is very obsessive compulsive about that. That it has to be the rocker people and the Roth kids, and nobody else. They don't want any other names involved. I mean,
we could talk about that for days, for weeks. It's so annoying that they can't make the differentiation between.
Yeah, I know. Don't even go there. All right, so we'll reconvene soon, and I'll see you guys in the morning. And thank you so much, Mordechai, Vosmaksti, everybody good, everybody happy, and we are best friends. We are best friends. Thank God for Gila, man. If it wasn't for Gila, I'd be all by myself here. Like I don't feel like I feel like I have an umbilical cord back to reality through Gila. So
I got you.
All right. So yes, when we do Zoom things, you could ask questions. I mean, but on like right now, it's not safe to really explain what's really going on, and it's very frustrating for me also because there's so much I want to say, but
they have your tongue in a cage.
I'm all going like this all the time, right? With the country, it's like ridiculous. We're grown people. I mean, and this guy on Saturday Night Live can't even say, without everybody getting. Anyway, I don't want to go into that. Let's call it a night, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Gila, thanks again for coming.
For having me, guys.
Welcome to the new stream.
So exciting. The name of the book, I'm gonna give it to Guru to post on his channel. I'll send it to you, Guru, right after we get off.
Cool.
All right, guys. Good night, Guru. Thanks for having me.
Good night. Yeah, thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.